Well, good evening, everyone. It's almost my bedtime. I've been sitting here yawning, talking to myself, and I thought, well, if I'm going to be talking, I might as well talk to somebody else besides myself, because I'm just rambling about nothing. And, that's the way it is some days. You just feel like talking, so I don't get in front of a mirror, though, and do it. It's almost my bedtime now. I ran my fingers through my hair and said, okay, this is it. We're just going to chat a little while. I've been pretty busy. Haven't accomplished anything. Never do. But I'm busy. Gotta find my Kleenex here. I always have to have a Kleenex handy because my nose itches. So, anyway, let's see what we can talk about tonight. Now, I'm sitting on the couch. I don't like that chandelier light behind me, but if I turn that off, then I'm not sure you would be able to see me. And of course, it's very important that you see me, especially if I'm wearing some of my pretty glasses. I like the style of these glasses, but they don't ever match anything. I just grab them when I don't know which one to wear. So, let's see. Let's go back to yesterday. I was pretty busy yesterday. Jan was helping me out. She can do the driving around town when I don't know where we're going. She called me and said, I'm going to an estate sale. Now, this is not one of those big estate sales where everything is out on the tables and in boxes, this, that, and the other thing, and everything's priced. No, this home, most of the furniture had already been taken out. You called for an appointment, I think, and then you just got to go through on your own. You didn't have a lot of other people rambling around you and trying to get to things before you did. There were three of us, one of Jan's friends, Jan and me, and I hadn't been to an estate sale in a long time, and I told her a few days ago I would like to go to an estate sale with you. So this one, she said, was perfect because we'd be the only one there, and it was nice. The ladies were very nice. There wasn't a lot of stuff to look at, but there was enough stuff that we ended up buying several things. Now, I shouldn't have done it, but I did. I just can't walk away from a sale like that empty-handed. You girls know how that is. You got to buy something that even fits just a teacup. So, we went to the basement. I wasn't sure I was going to get down those steps, but when you've got three other people and another lady helping you down the steps, you'll either fall and you'll all go down, or you make it one step at a time. And there was sitting a nice wingback chair. Wingback chairs have always been my favorite. Now, in my living room, I have a solid yellow chair that it's a lounge chair. I don't like it. Don't know why I bought it. But it was the same color as my couch. And I needed a chair in the living room, so I bought it. I never use it. It's just in the way. Well, there sat that wingback chair. It was a rather dull blue. I could show it to you, but don't want to pick up my iPad and start roaming around the room because I've got boxes everywhere filled with Christmas stuff in the floor. I'm trying to figure out where things are and what I'm going to do with the boxes when I get through decorating. So anyway, I sat in that wingback chair, and it had little specks of things, little design. And I looked close, and I said, "That's yellow. It'll match my couch." That's all I needed was a reason to buy it, and that was the reason. So I've got a new wingback chair. Now this furniture came from a very nice house, very well kept house, and I knew I was getting a good piece of furniture. So the yellow chair is sitting over in the corner, piled with boxes and some silverware and who knows what else, candles. And I'm trying to decide how to get it out my front door. And I may just take it out to the curb, and I'll get one of the maintenance men to carry it out for me on a dolly and take it right out to the curb behind the building, and it'll be gone in 30 minutes. Somebody will pick it up. They're good about that. So much for my chair that I bought. Jan was picking out things, and her friend Susan, who is also an antique dealer, she was finding some really nice things too. And I spotted a set of china, and I was asking the lady how many place settings, 12 place settings, and oh, it looked good. So she started emptying the boxes, putting them on the table so I could see every piece. Jan walks up, and I could see her eyes rolling. Not another set of china. And I said, "But these are blue and white, and I don't have any blue and white china." Well, her eyes rolled. "Oh, yeah, you need a set of blue and white china." Now, it's beautiful china. It was made, they started making this. It's Johnson Brothers. Now, I'm not going to show it to you now because I'm going to do a table setting in several days before Christmas, and I want to use the blue and white china on the table because it really is very pretty. And so I don't want to see the pattern ahead of time. So Jan rolls her eyes and she says, "Where are you going to put it?" I said, "Well, I'm going to take another set of my china that I never do use, and I haven't used it for a tablescape at all, and I'll let you sell it in your booth." Well, she liked that idea because she doesn't deal with things like china. It's not her thing. So I said, but you see, the first thing always is, where are you going to put it? I've been hearing that so many times that it's my middle name. So anyway, I worked today on another table setting, and I think is going to be very pretty. And if I get it finished tomorrow, I will be putting it on YouTube for you to see. And I hope you like it. It's really very elegant. I'm not what you call the elegant dressmaker. I look for comfort and relaxation in my designs. But this time it's going to be something overwhelming. So you're going to have to tune in. This tells you you're not going to miss my next video. So my friend Edna, she's the lady I talked about in the World War II story, the lady that I worked with and that we were in elementary school together during the war, she had watched my video, and I was hoping she would. I wasn't sure if she watches all of them or not, but I know now that she does watch me. And as she said, even though it's been 25 years since we've seen each other, she's seen what I look like today, but I haven't been able to see her. And I told her, I said, you're just going to have to send me some photographs so I can be up to date like you are, because she gets to see me on my YouTube channel. So she was very pleased with the story I told about the two of us going to school together and working together. And if you've read that story, I don't have to go on and describe everything to you. And she said she called her daughter and her son and some of her friends and told them to be sure and watch my video, because the things I talked about would be things that they were familiar with. So I'm hoping they do tune in, and it's a little bit of history for them as well as for me. So I was glad to see that she was pleased with my story. So go back to yesterday after we got through at the estate sale. We went to lunch. Now, Susan's husband has, I wouldn't call it a restaurant exactly, but he's got a busy little place called Dad's Favorite. It's sandwiches and soup and salads, and it has built up, and he's got a really good business going, and the food is wonderful. Lots of cheese sandwiches, all kinds of cheeses. If you're in Lexington, you're looking for a quick lunch, Dad's Favorites is where you want to go. So that's where we had lunch. And when we finished, they came with me. Well, I came with them because they were doing the driving, and so we came to my house, and we deposited the wingback chair and my new china, and off we went. Jan was taking me to Costco. Now, I'd never been to Costco. I've been to Sam's, but with just me, I don't go to the trouble to go to those big places where you can buy in bulk, and I don't need that much stuff. So Jan had a membership at Costco, and she said, we're going over there. My doctor had recommended Costco to get my new hearing aids. We've got to get that done. Well, I had to buy a membership to Costco first. That's a busy place. I mean, wow, those huge carts were just piled high with stuff. I couldn't believe the amount of stuff people were buying. But if you've got a big family, it pays. And there are a lot of discounts you get by being a member of Costco. I don't know if I'll ever figure that part out or not, because there's a list of things that you can do and get. And I'm not sure I want to go through all of that because I can't figure it out myself. I really can't figure out how to get to Costco. I have to wait and go with Jan when she goes, which is a good idea. That way we can divide things that we buy. So we got to Costco, and I've got an appointment now to get new hearing aids. And I've got to wait about, 3 or 4 more weeks before my appointment to have my ears. My eyes need examining too, so sometimes I say eyes instead of ears. This time it's the ears. So if I get that done, then I've got to have my eyes checked. Getting to where things are a little bit dim. Now you already know I don't drive anywhere except right in the center of town. All the streets that I'm familiar with. I'd go to Hamburg Place where the theaters are, lots of restaurants, and of course there's Marshall's and the kind of stores I like to shop in. So I'd go there. I buy my groceries at Kroger's, which is almost walking distance from where I live. Now, I know you're enjoying this story, but I was getting to a point, and now I've forgotten what my point was about going to Costco. It'll come to me, because there was something, I know what it was. After I got through shopping a couple of days ago, it was kind of rainy, a little bit rainy, and it was touch and go, not a lot of rain, but it's dark and gloomy. Now, one thing about my driving, I will not drive at night. I cannot see the lines in the road. I cannot see far enough ahead to know where the road turns if it's an unfamiliar territory. And I just will not take a chance on driving after dark. I went to Home Goods. I don't know how long I was in Home Goods. Didn't know what time it was. And when I came out, it was almost dark. There was still a little bit of red in the sky, and I said, I've got to get home. I'm not going to be able to see. I got in the car, and it's not too far from where I live, but far enough to make me nervous. And I started across the big parking lot at Home Goods, and I thought, I can't even tell if my headlights are on. I don't think my headlights were working. Now, don't you laugh when I tell you this. I didn't know where the buttons were for my headlights. Used to, you click the little lever on the side of your steering wheel, back and forth, on high, on low. Well, I didn't even know where the button was for the headlights. I pulled over to the side of the parking lot, got out of the car. Yeah, the headlights were on, but they were on dim. I didn't know how to get them on high, and I needed them on high where I was driving, because there was no other cars. I was getting a little bit nervous. Got to get home. Hurry up, I've got to get home. Well, I was being very, very careful driving. And the whole time I was driving, I just felt like my headlights were not working, because I couldn't even see the road right in front of me. I had driven the old cars so much that I didn't know how to work the air conditioner, work the heater, work the radio, open the trunk, open the gas pocket to get my gas and all that. I had to learn all that stuff, And sometimes I couldn't remember which button went with what. On occasion, when I pull up in front, need my groceries and things brought in, the young doorman is there, and he's such a handsome young man, most beautiful smile I've ever seen. And I said, Josh, you gotta help me. I can't see the clock in my car. I can't tell what time it is because I can see the numbers are there, but I can't read them because it's real dark bluish purple. And the other day, it showed up with a white background. That's what I need. Come and show me how to get the white background for the clock. Well, he wasn't familiar with my car either. We didn't manage that. But every time I can't figure out how to get the windshield wipers to work on the rear view window, I said, Josh, where's the button? Where's the button for the windshield wipers? And he grins real big, finds it for me. So that's one of the biggest problems I have is figuring out all those buttons. It's almost as bad as trying to figure out my iPad. Where to go to do what? I don't even know how I've managed to get this far with the computer problems, but I can get on the computer and get off of it. And as long as you're watching me, I know I'm handling my videos okay. So that's what I've been doing for the last couple of days, and I have brought in a few new things to work with for Christmas because it would take me too long to find what I've got stored in my basement storage closet. It's easier to just buy a new one than it is to try to find the old one. I was going to use those little mirrored ornaments, you know what I'm, the little, had those little mirrored squares all over the ornaments. I've got little bitty ones, little ones, medium size, and big ones. And I had big plans for my table decoration. I was going to use all of those. That was 2 days ago. And so far, I haven't found a single one of them. Thank goodness I bought a new box at Home Goods of some of the little mirrored ornaments, but not like the ones I had planned. That's why I go out and buy new stuff rather than using my old stuff, is because it's easier. It's easier to just buy a new one than it is to go from one box to another, to another, to another, and I still haven't found them. Now, I'll find them after I get through decorating. All of a sudden, the box will open up, and there will be all of my silver mirrored ornaments. Never failed. I have a feeling you have the same problem, too. It's easier to buy a new one than it is to find the old one. So I'm working a little bit on my decorations. It's not like I want it to be because I don't have the space and I don't have storage closets to put my Christmas stuff. So I have to cut back on everything and do the best I can. There's nobody going to be coming to visit anyway. But I've got a new chair, and I'm going to buy me a new yellow pillow to put on that chair. That'll dress it up a little bit. And I can't wait to set a table with my new blue and white dishes. They're called, I think it said Indies, Indies, and it's by Johnson Brothers. Now the dishes were, they were produced in 1974, and they discontinued making them in 2009. So that's been several years now that they've been out of production. But when you see them, you'll understand why I bought them, and I got them at a terrific price. Even she gave me the tablecloth and napkins that went with the china. That makes a big difference when you've got the right matching cloth. So I'm anxious to do that table. And I wanted to tell you, some people say you need to do more tablescapes and things like that. What they don't understand is I'm a member of Beautiful Table Settings, BTS. And on occasion, I will video one of my tables, or I take just photograph, not videos. I photograph my tables when I've done a decoration. So the YouTube channel that Beautiful Table Setting is on also has a segment called My Album. And when you get on that site, you click on My Albums, and it will give you a list of people who have presented their table settings where there's more than one. There'll be a list of them. You'll see a group of them. And mine are on that set. My album, now keep that in mind if you're interested in table settings. And mine is entitled Patricia's Passion. It may be the second name on the list. The last time I looked, it was. You click on that, and it opens up to my channel of photographs. And you can look at all of them, and I think there are about 80 photographs. So if it's table settings you like, that's where you want to look. I don't know any other way to tell you how to find it, except remember Beautiful Table Settings. Click on that. It will open up. It's under groups. If you're on Facebook, they will have a list of items, and in that list, I need to be looking at the screen right now. But anyway, in that list, it says groups. You click on groups, and it will show you a list of various websites. And Beautiful Table Settings is one of those on the list. That's the one you want to click on. And you follow my instructions from there. You're looking for Patricia's Passion. And you can see all of the table settings that I have put on that website. But I haven't entered any in the last few months. I've been too busy with my own chit-chat with Granny Pat. but I think you will like most of the photographs that I entered. And once you find it, let me know. I want to know what you think. And you might get some good ideas from the things that I have used on my dining room table. Everything's on that one table because I don't have different rooms I can go to. I don't have anything up from my kitchen on that website. So remember that, because someone said you need to do some table settings, and I thought I've got 80 of them on beautiful table settings. So I can't think of anything else. I'm trying to watch something on TV tonight, but I'm just getting so bored with the TV programs. I just don't enjoy anything anymore. And I've been pretty involved with trying to keep track of my own YouTube channel. Takes a lot of time, a lot of thinking, what will interest my viewers. I'm never sure that you're going to be pleased with the things I show you, but I hope you are, and you'll keep watching. So I'm going to let you go now. It's my bedtime, and tomorrow I'm going to finish up my beautiful table setting. I think you're going to be a little bit surprised with this one. It's totally different to any I've ever done. So keep your eyes and ears open, and if you are already subscribed, it's going to pop up on your channel. And if you're not, be sure and subscribe to my channel, because I've noticed lately there have been no additions to my subscriptions. Now, this happened once before when I knew people were subscribing, but the numbers weren't adding up. And I don't know what happens in that case. I feel like it has something to do with YouTube itself. I don't think it has anything to do with people subscribing. They do subscribe, but it's not showing up. And I'm waiting to see if the numbers increase. And if you're not a member, please subscribe to Chit Chat with Granny Pat. And the other thing, you can go on Amazon and order my 3 books. They make good Christmas gifts. They're reasonably priced. And if you have sisters, mothers-in-laws, cousins, friends that you want to give a small gift to, and they like cookbooks, and they like true stories, go on Amazon and look for my 3 books. The first one is Wait Till You Hear This One. The second one is Hold It, Lord, Hold It. That's a continuation. The third book is my cookbook, which is entitled Make Mine the Blue Plate Special. And so far, I've had good luck with people telling me that they like my books, and I think you will too. So consider that. Mark it on your Christmas list as a gift item for someone special. Thank you for watching me. And you see my little tree over this shoulder. That's sitting on my credenza. You can't tell much about it right now, but when I do the video, you'll be able to see it on the right side. This is on the back side. So, watch for me, and I appreciate you subscribing, and I love the comments that you send me. For a little old white-haired lady, you make my day, and I hope I make yours too. Thank you very much.